everyone. The story I'm going to share today is the blessings of Liu Yuanpu of the Tang Dynasty. During the Tang Dynasty, Liu Yuanpu's family had lived in Changqing for generations. Although his ancestors had amassed fortune for several million, he still quietly performed acts of charity, accumulating much hidden virtue without ever boasting about it. He frequently helped the poor and gave alms without expecting any in return. During the Changqing era, the Emperor Muzong of the Tang Dynasty, Liu Yuanpu happened to encounter a fortune teller on the road. He suddenly called out to him, "Sir, please wait a moment. I have something to tell you." Liu Yuanpu then invited him into his home and asked what he had to say. The fortune teller replied, "Your wealth is considerable, but in 2 or 3 years your life will come to an end. You must make preparations early." Upon hearing this, Liu Yuanpu could not help but shed tears as he asked, "And a timely death is the will of heaven. Sir, is there anything you can do about this?" The fortune teller replied, "A good appearance is not as important as high virtue, and a high virtue is not as important as a generous spirit. Although your life will be short, your virtue is profound, and your spirit is even more magnanimous. I will briefly tell you what lies ahead. Over the next 2 or 3 years, accumulate as much merit as you can. Perhaps there is still hope to extend your life. Do you know that one act of virtue can ward off hundreds calamities, and even bring you titles and emoluments, let alone a longer life? I hope you will strive to do so. We shall meet again in 3 years." With that, he vanished. A few days later, since his daughter was about to get married, Liu Yuanpu decided to buy some maidservants to include in her dowry. So he spent 800,000 yuan to purchase 4 maidservants. One of them, a girl named Fang Lansun, was exceptionally beautiful and possessed an extraordinary air about her. She did not look like a girl from an ordinary family. Liu Yuanpu then asked her about her family background. Fang Lansun hesitated for a long time before stammering, "I am as the lowly concubine, truly dare not speak of it. But since you treat me with such sincerity, how could I dare to conceal the truth? My family has been a distinguished clan in the Hollow region for generations. My late father held a minor official post in Huaixi, but unfortunately fell victim to the tyranny and brutality of the Wu bandits. Because our family surnames were the same as the emperor's, they suspected we were relatives. So my father met his end at the hands of the bandits, and our family's property was confiscated. We had nowhere to speak out, and the rest of relatives were forcibly taken captive by the imperial troops. As a maidservant, I have changed masters several times, and now I have ended up here." Upon hearing this, Liu Yuanpu immediately burned her indenture and took her in as his niece. He even used 500,000 from his personal fortune to arrange her marriage before his own daughter's wedding. Shortly after Fang Lansun's wedding, Liu Yuanpu had a dream in which he saw a man dressed in blue, holding an ivory tablet, kneeling on the ground and paying his respects. The figure said through tears, "I am Lansun's father. I am deeply grateful for your great kindness and generosity. How can I ever repay you? I have heard that virtuous deeds done in secret can move heaven and earth. Now that your time on earth is drawing to a close, I shall go before the Supreme Being to intercede on your behalf. So I have come to inform you." After seeing this, the figure departed. 3 days later, Liu Yuanpu had another dream in which Fang Lansun's father stood before the courtyard, dressed in purple and holding an ivory tablet, with many guards following behind him. He said, "Although I possess a little wisdom or talent, I have been fortunate enough to intercede on your behalf before God. God has granted you an extension of 25 years to your life, and your family will enjoy prosperity for 3 generations. Your descendants will never again suffer misfortune. All the bandits who harmed your family have been captured. Those still alive will face calamity, and the descendants of those who have already died will bear the consequences. After mercy for your wrong, God has approved your appointment to an important office, and you will govern the mountains and rivers between the Huai and Hai rivers." After saying this, he bowed repeatedly in gratitude and departed. However, at the time, Liu Yuanpu did not fully believe what he had said. 3 years passed in this way, and sure enough, the fortune teller returned. As soon as he entered the room and saw Liu Yuanpu, he congratulated him, saying, "Your lifespan has been extended. You must have accumulated virtuous deeds that have moved heaven. From now on, your lifespan will be extended by 25 years, and your wealth and prestige will endure for 3 generations." At the same time, Liu Yuanpu also told fortune teller about the words Fang Lansun's father had spoken to him in a dream. The fortune teller said, "In the past, Han's accumulated hidden virtue by protecting the Zhao family. Sima Qian believed that Han family would hold rank of 3 marquis for 10 generations because of this hidden virtue. Moreover, at that time, Fang Lansun's family had no heirs left, and she herself was merely a lower slave. Given this situation, you were willing to spend a great deal of money, without being tempted by her beauty, to provide for this orphan. Is this not a profound act of hidden virtue?" People in ancient times believed that doing good deeds and accumulating virtue could ward off all calamities. Remaining unmoved by physical beauty is a virtuous act that accumulates hidden merit, bringing blessings such as longer life and greater wealth. Look at today's society. Many people regard power, money, and beauty of women as being just as important as life itself. We are straying further and further from traditional moral values. If accumulating virtue can extend one's life and bring blessings, does that mean doing evil deeds will shorten one's life and diminish one's blessings? This naturally leads us to wonder why disasters are so widespread today. Therefore, a return to tradition is imperative. Doing good deeds and cultivating benevolent thoughts is the only way for us to avoid disasters, extend our lives, and attain blessings. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.